Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
I'm telling you right now, to me, in my opinion, the Maono PD200x at $72.99 is the closest thing to perfection for an XLR USB microphone under $100.
Come again?
Full disclosure, this video is not paid, I'm not sponsored, and Maono did not send me this microphone. I got this with my own money. Cost me money to say this, and it hurt. After listening to it, pulling out of the box, that's it. That's it. Battle Royale time. And I went through my studio and I gathered all my XLR and USB microphones, the combo mics, and it did not disappoint. And then I throw it up against, in XLR mode, the Shure SM7B, because you know what? That is the microphone by which all of the microphones are measured. That is the standard of this industry, and I put it up against the big boy, and oh my gosh. Now, I'm not saying, before you start putting the comments, that it's better than the SM7B. No, it's not. It's not. But the way that it was able to take the punches of the SM7B and then return some punches back, whoo, absolutely loved it. The detail that this microphone gives you in your lows and mids when your voice is relaxed, I don't get that out of the Shure SM7B. And it gave me goosebumps, gave me a little bit of chill, just saying. And then the look of it. And I'll get to why I love the look of this so much in this video ahead. So here we go. Very sleek, very nice. I actually like it. And on the back, it is an XLR and USB microphone. You see right here, USB-C, and it's got an RGB light on the back, and it also has headphone monitoring right into the back. We've got a mute button right here, and we've got a gain knob. Can we focus on that? Can we focus on this? I mean, honestly, headphone and microphone. So we're going to go ahead and plug this in, and right now you're listening to me on the Shure SM7B. I think I heard it in a video this week. I can't remember which video I was watching, one of my favorites, but I was watching on a channel where he basically said that it's pretty much become a law that any microphone you ever do must have the Shure SM7B in it, you know, because that is the standard by which all live streamers want to know it compares to. So here it is, and it is plugged in via the Toner TA20 mic preamp, and this is what it sounds like on my setup. We're going to go ahead and plug in the Maono 200x in here, and we're going to see what it sounds like in USB and XLR mode, and we're going to compare it to a couple other ones, because generally what I see here is a competitor to the FiFine K688. Kind of has a similar style to it. Got some differences. RGB. I'm just curious to see something. Let's see if we can see this before. Ooh, I like that. It's a snap-on, kind of like the Shure SM7B pop filter. It kind of snaps on and snaps off, so there you go. And what I do like is, unlike the FiFine, is I can't see through the pop filter. There is a good amount of thickness at the end of it, and as you see here, I'll put my hand behind it, you can see the capsule does not run all the way to the end, and you can see, checking that out, there is still quite a bit of give before it touches the end of the cage. Not bad. Enough talking, let's plug it in and see how it compares to a $400 microphone, the industry standard, the Shure SM7B. Let's see if it can compete. This is what the Maono PD200x sounds like out of the box. You can see here, I don't have any processing on this whatsoever. There's no enhancements. This is straight out of the box in its default level with auto gain selected, and this is where it's putting me. And you can hear right now with no enhancements, straight out of the box. All right, so now this is the Maono PD200x in radio enhancement. This is the Maono PD200x in clean mode. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. And this is the Maono PD200x, an XLR and USB microphone. So now you see we are in the warm setting. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. And this is the Maono PD200x, an XLR USB microphone for just over $70. Dr. Seuss, I'm so sorry. Now we've switched it to bright, and this is what it sounds like. Here is the Maono PD200x, an XLR and USB microphone for just above $70. We're going to make this work. All right, let's go ahead and see how it sounds in USB mode. I brought up the Maono software audio interface app and it showed right up. So let's go ahead and click on it. And there's our app. Let's go ahead and center this thing. So real quick, we'll run through it. We've done this in plenty of other videos if you've been watching the channel, so I won't stay too long in this app. Just in case, we're going to run through it if it's your first time. You have up here two ways you can look at this app, standard and advanced. So on the left is standard, on the right is the advanced mode. On the left, you see right up here, this is your gain meter. There are no numbers. I wish there are numbers to tell you where you're peaking at. All right, so here's your gain right here. I've got the gain in USB mode set to 40. There's our headphone monitoring right here, so I can adjust how loud it is in my headphones. And then we have our tones. So this is the original tone. Let's go to natural. This is the Maono PD200x in natural mode. This is the Maono PD200x in deep mode. And this is the Maono PD200x, which is like Maono's dream unicorn mix. And because there's no literature on it, I'm not going to try and pretend to know exactly what they boosted. I just know when you hit legacy, it's like a huge presence boost with the microphone. So there you go. This is legacy mode. Again, this is natural mode. This is original mode. And this is deep mode. Then we've got our RGB button right here. You could turn it off or on the app, and then you can adjust the brightness of the RGBs right there, so you can see it going up and going down. So as we're watching, this is white. I think that's so cool. You ever see the movie Tron? The Tron microphone. All right, so then there's the red, which is really cool. I like that. So sleek. This is orange, and then this is yellow. This is green. This is light blue. This is dark blue. And I don't know if you noticed, really not a fan of blue. Yeah, okay. Then here's the purple. And then here's that flowy RGB. There's the advanced side. Again, the gain, headphone monitoring. And then there's the EQ. So here's the flat where we're not really doing anything. Here is the high pass filter, and then we've got our presence boost, which is like your Shure SM7B, that little switch on the back that makes it sound just absolutely amazing. There's a presence boost on this one. I think it does a really good job. If you go from high pass to flat to presence boost, I really like the presence boost on here. And then there's the high pass and the presence boost, which I think is like the advanced version of Legacy, like putting all the filters on it. So for me, if I was in advanced, I'd probably leave it on presence boost, I think. And then we've got our limiter and our compressor. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. Peter Parker put a pack of pineapple pizza in his okay, yeah, we can't do it. All right, so there's the compressor, and we just kind of give it a little bit of a bump, and you can hear the compressor on, and it's just really jumbling it up. So, I don't know, what, -5? Gives it a little bit of a bassier, broadcasty sound. So that's what it sounds like in advanced. And again, here's what it sounds like in standard. And that's what it sounds like in USB mode. Let's see if the mute button works. Of course, it should work. Packed a pack of pickled peppers. Pizza. So you can hear, I think you can hear that as I mute it. Peter Parker packed a pack of pickled peppers. Pineapple on his pizza. The only time I would use it is if I got to quickly mute it on the fly and I don't have time, or I'm worried about not getting there on time to mute something before it gets out on my live stream. Now that we've heard the Maono PD200x in USB mode and XLR mode, let's go ahead and do a comparison with some of the other microphones in my studio. We're going to try the K688. These are the guys I think are the ones that are competing against each other. So I'm curious to see how they stack up above all the other microphones. This is the FiFine AM8. XLR and USB with RGB. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. The FiFine AM8. Back on the Maono PD200x, an XLR and USB with RGB. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers and he puts pineapple on his pizza. The Maono PD200x. This is the Maono PD100u. A microphone in the mid-40s, strictly a USB microphone, but we're going to put it in the mix. So here we go. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. This is the Maono PD100u. No XLR, just USB, and no RGB. Back on the Maono PD200x. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers and puts pineapple on his pizza. This is an XLR microphone and USB with RGB. The Maono PD200x. This is the Donner UA44. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers and he puts pineapple on his pizza. This is an XLR and USB with no RGB. The Donner UA44. The Maono PD200x. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers and he puts pineapple on his pizza. This is an XLR and USB with RGB. Nice. This is the FiFine K688. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers and he puts pineapple on his pizza. This is an XLR and USB without any RGB. The FiFine K688. I don't know why I like saying that. FiFine. Back on the Maono PD200x. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers and he puts pineapple on his pizza. This is an XLR and USB with RGB. The Maono PD200x. This is the Maono PD400x. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers and he puts pineapple on his pizza. This is an XLR and USB without any RGB, but a whack-a-mole on the top. Whack-a-mole button. Whoosh. The Maono PD400x. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers and he puts pineapple on his pizza. This is an XLR and USB with RGB. The Maono PD200x. This is the Samson Q9U. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers and he puts pineapple on his pizza. This is an XLR and USB with no RGB. But the mid-boost presence button is turned on because that's where I like it to make me happy. There you go. And once again, we find ourselves back on the Maono PD200x. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers and puts pineapple on his pizza. This is the Maono PD200x. And voila, this is the Shure MV7. Peter Piper packed a pick of... Let's start over, shall we? Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers and he puts pineapple on his pizza. This is the Shure SMV7. An XLR and USB with no RGB, but a couple of lighties for the volume. And once again, we are back on the Maono PD200x. XLR and USB. And I'm telling you right now, every other microphone, I get to leave my USB-C cable plugged into my computer. But for the Shure MV7, I've got to unplug that thing and then plug in the Android USB connection. And it is such a pain. And, I always said, people were like, oh, I just wish it had the USB-C cable. I'm like, a cable's a cable. But now that I'm doing this, I feel your pain. That thing drives me nuts. I always have to keep that cable around, and then I got to go under my desk and unplug one and plug the other one back in just for that microphone. It's just, what a pain. The Maono PD200x, XLR and USB-C with RGB. Thank you, Maono, for making my life happy with that USB-C. So I've had a chance to go back and listen to that USB-C comparison. I'm just going to say right off the bat, I love the Rode headphones because of how accurate they are. So that's one thing I already know that is a plus when it comes to the Rode headphones. It's going to give you an honest, realistic sound. It's not going to add anything crazy in the highs, mids, or lows. It's going to be neutral, and it's going to reflect an honest interpretation of what you're doing. So having said that, what I've noticed when using the Maono PD200x, it sounds darker in my headphones than it does when I play it back. But I just thought listening to it in my headphones in that comparison that the Maono PD200x was darker. But when I went back and listened to it, that is so not the case. I like it better than the K688 out of the box in USB mode. So, and then we saw in the app earlier in USB mode, this really did shine when you put some processing to it. Wow. Very surprising, and I am really impressed. I am falling more and more in love with the PD200x as we go. Okay, so this is the Maono PD200x after auto gain, and here we go. In clean mode, as you see right here, Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. All right, I'm going to switch to the next microphone. Here we go. This is the FiFine K688 being compared to the Maono PD200x. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers and he puts pineapple on his pizzas. All right, the FiFine K688. Back on the Maono PD200x for the comparison. Again, I've already selected auto gain. It's where it needs to be according to Vocaster 1. This is the Maono PD200x in the XLR comparison. Now on to the next microphone. This is the Maono PD400x at $150 in the next tier up. Very clean sound, but this is what it sounds like. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers and he puts pineapple on his pizza. Peter Parker picked a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. Very clean sound. I just love that. The more and more I use this in comparisons, the more I like it. This is the Maono PD200x in the XLR comparison. Now on to the next microphone. This is the Samson Q9U in XLR mode. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. So full transparency, I have the mid-boost presence turned on the Samson Q9U, which is where I leave it. And you can select that feature on the microphone, so that is activated. And there you go. This is the Maono PD200x again in XLR mode on the Vocaster hub. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. This is the Maono 200x. The Shure MV7 XLR USB microphone in XLR mode. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. Peter Parker packed a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. $250 for this XLR USB combo, the Shure MV7 tried and true, and it's obviously a mic for a lot of you. Haha. Okay, that was terrible. It was terrible. All right, on to the next one. All right, now we're back on the Maono PD200x, once again in XLR mode. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. Peter Parker picked a pack of pineapple pizzas and put pineapple pizzas on his pineapple pizzas. But anyways, this is the Maono PD200x. On to the next one. This is the Donner UA44 in XLR mode. Just came in the mail today, so this joined the comparison late in the game, but we're throwing it in there because it's here, and I'm curious about how the Donner sounds. Here is the Donner UA44, the Fiduce SL40 clone, I guess. Sounds like it. Sounds pretty good. Okay, this is Mike Newman coming at you on the Maono PD200x once again as we continue our comparison in XLR mode. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers. He puts pineapple on his pizza. On to the next microphone. So even though this is a mic comparison of XLR/USB microphones, I did allow the Maono PD100u into the fray as a strictly USB microphone. So the one exception that I'm going to make is the Shure SM7B for strictly XLR because, you know, that's what everybody wants to know anyway. So here we go. This is the Maono PD200x mic review, but you're listening to me on the Shure SM7B. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers and he puts pineapple on his pizza. And just for full disclosure, I do not have my toner preamp plugged in. This is directly into the Vocaster 1 after selecting the auto gain feature and letting Vocaster Hub maintain the levels. And as you've seen throughout this entire thing, every one of these microphones has been in the clean mode. Okay, I'm going to go back and listen to these reviews and come back with my final thoughts on the Maono PD200x. So my final thoughts on the Maono PD200x. Now that I've gone back and listened to it, and I've actually let a couple days go in between each segment of USB, XLR, and now my final thoughts, because I have to keep catching myself because the more I listen to this, the more I love it, the more excited and giddy I get about it. And I just want to make sure I stay honest and make sure that I remember the things that I don't like about it. All right, I've had a couple days to think about all the reasons to hate it. I'm just going to say right now, listening to it in my headphones, I feel that the Maono does a very poor job of eliminating my lawnmower from the audio while doing my live stream podcast in my backyard while cutting the grass. Very disappointed, Maono. Very disappointed. Still love it. Still love it. But there are some things I don't like. So let's start off with what I do love about it. I see someone who has a company that looked at the success of the K688 and decided, you know what, we want a piece of that market share. They saw everything that everybody liked about it, and they saw what everybody didn't like about it, and they made those changes on their microphone. They have a pop filter that it's thicker. It's not thin at the end, and I don't know if you could see it, but you can almost see the color of my shirt coming through the center of this pop filter because of how thin it is. It is razor thin. With the Maono PD200x, the pop filter is thicker, and they've even done it where there's a gap between the end of the capsule,
security breach,
and the pop filter. And there's also a gap between the capsule and the end of the cage as well. So you've got plenty of wiggle room. Like you can push it in 1/4 of an inch, and you've got that much play in there to help knock down the plosives. So they took care of that problem. For those of you who don't like the shock mount on the K688, again, those of you, I think we're in the minority on that one too, just saying. They took the shock mount and they put it in the same place, but they made it a little thinner, and the rubber bands go around the outside. So there's no denying when you're looking at this, it's a shock mount. It's very subtle. The third thing that they did was the RGB lights. What I loved about the K688 was no RGB. I'm not an RGB guy. Don't like them. I don't know. It's like Batman and Robin, where Robin is trying to outshine Batman. Like, it's your podcast. It's your YouTube channel. You're the star of the show. And the microphone is saying, hey, I want to be Batman. Like, no, you're Robin. You're here to help me defeat the bad guys and accomplish the mission. Know your role. Stay in your lane. That's how I feel about RGB lights. Again, totally in the minority on this one. I know I'm like that grumpy, get off my lawn old guy. I'm getting there. Not a fan of RGB lights. But I actually, even though I'm using XLR mode and it won't power them on, I plug USB into a power source on the wall. I run a USB-C cable along with it to get the lights back on. And I'll tell you why. If you're a Star Wars fan, this microphone is the microphone that Darth Vader would buy if he was going to start a podcast live from the Death Star about the dark side of the Force. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Dark Side of the Force. I'm Darth Vader, live from the Darth Star, the Darth Star, on the Death Star. Won't you join us? Come over to the dark side. That's the Star Wars kid in me. I just feel like this belongs on the Death Star, and the Star Wars kid in me comes out, and I love it. When I use this microphone, it has to be turned on. Now, the other thing, some people have an issue with the K688 because they feel like it's muddier out of the box. The Maono PD200x, if I had one knock on it, was I don't feel like it smoothly grabs those highs. I feel like it's just a whoosh, you know, kind of like one of them Kung Fu Ninja quick moves. Yeah, we just went there. Sorry. It's not smooth. You know, kind of like the SM7B, where wherever you go with it, it gets there smoothly, like warm butter. And I'm going to show you right now. I've got my Vocaster hub up, but we're going to run through it one more time real quick. Here's radio mode. Peter Piper packed a pack of pickled peppers, and this is the Maono PD200x in radio mode. Let's switch to the bright, which is extreme. Here, we're going from one end of the spectrum on the other. Peter Piper packed a pickled peppers, and he puts pineapple on his pizza. But I think when you go from radio, which is the darkest, and all the way to the bright, I think it smooths out that EQ line. It's not so in your face. So it can be fixed with EQing, just depending on the mix you like. But I have a higher pitched and a nasally sounding voice, so I like to add some low end into it so I can go into radio mode, as I just did right now, and it kind of grounds me out. USB, out of the box, it's got more of that bassier, darker sound. And XLR, it's more of a brighter sound because they know if you have XLR, you're already into the audio realm where you're willing to use extra equipment and you're into equalizing and things like that. USB is more plug and play people, and they get that. So they try to get you closer to that generally accepted sound that everybody likes. So I really do love the sound that it comes with out of the box with that darker mix, because that's where I like to have my own mix. So they kind of got me close to what I already like. And it really stood out when I was comparing it to the other microphones. That blend of low, mid, and grabbing the high when it needs to. This just hits the mark for me. This is as close to perfection for my needs and my personal taste for a budget under $100 XLR USB microphone that has the gain knob on it and has the RGB lights on it. Again, the gain knob I'm not a fan of. I don't like those gain knobs. It's my irk. It's my thing that just drives me nuts. Now with the Maono PD200x, they do have the knob, but they were able to get away with it because they put it in a place. When I look down, I don't see it. The shock mount swallows it up with that little tension bracket behind it. So this is the first microphone where the gain knob, the whack-a-mole knob, is sitting on there, and it doesn't bother me. Maono did a great job. They took everything that I didn't like about the K688 and they fixed them for me. And the price is about the same, $72.99. They're in the same price range. Sound, more crisp, more articulate. It does a greater job with the mids than the K688 does. But when you slow down and get relaxed, how it picks up that raspiness in your voice when it's relaxed. I love that. This does it way better than the K688 does. So I'm going to leave it in radio mode, and then I'm going to switch over to radio mode in my Vocaster hub into the Shure SM7B and see if you notice a drastic difference in sound, like a $330 price in sound. Just listen to this. It's crazy. And now I'm on the Shure SM7B in the Vocaster hub with the enhancement turned on in radio mode. Dude, seriously. Dude is an old phrase, but I can't help it. It's not the SM7B, not saying that. But whoa, how are you like able to hang with the SM7B like this? And Buster Douglas knocks out Mike Tyson. Like, how did that happen? Like, where did that come from? Like, the dude wasn't that great before, wasn't that great after. To me, this thing showed up and gave this thing a punch. Like, whoa, easy, kids. It's like, dude, how are you even able to land a punch like that against the Shure SM7? Oh, I'm like, see, I actually thought I was on the Maono PD200x. That actually moved the SM7B away. So again, $400 worth of sound, and then we're back on the Maono PD200x. It's a different sound, but quality-wise, I'm just talking quality, not frequencies. It's not doing. It doesn't do the SM7B better than the SM7B. To me, I just hear equal quality of a different sound, but it just, I don't know. $400, $72.99. All right, so there you go, $72.99, absolutely worth it. Double thumbs up. If this is one of my favorite microphones, absolutely love it. It's fun, it's neat, and it's great. It does so many different things, and it does it well. And I think it's a really good microphone for those who don't have any EQ skills. Plug this in USB mode out of the box, and you're gonna be able to hit the ground running with a very rich, full sound. The Maono PD200x. Thank you for joining another episode of Level Up. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and the notification bell so you guys can stay notified when future content goes up, because it is going. It's coming. It is coming. I'm out.
Nice work, everyone. Sharp broadcast. Really good. Everyone on the floor as well. Really a lot of hustle. I liked it.